Hey, Ed Moses here. A lot of people have been asking me how I make this Thai curry, and so instead of me writing it all out and all that, I thought I would do something different and shoot a video of how I make it, and that way, I don't know, maybe it'll make it easier to understand. One thing I did a little differently though, because I'm the only one that shot this whole particular film, I cut out everything in between. You don't get to see me chopping anything up, getting anything together, because that's kind of the boring part, and because I can't hold the camera and chop things up, I had to do that separately. So if you notice poor filmship here, that's just the way it is, so sorry about that. But anyway, the whole goal was just to get across the idea of how I create my Thai curry. I hope you enjoy it. Hey everybody, welcome to my kitchen. I am making what they call Thai curry. It's a spicy Thai dish, and I make it from fresh pepper. And right now, if you can look here, I got the fresh pepper on the stove. Basically I slice them up, put them in the hot water for about 30 minutes, and it helps soften them up before I actually use the food processor. So you can see they're mostly red, there's some orange and yellow, it doesn't really matter. And then I got a habanero in there, give it some spice. But I did that, I didn't want to make you watch all the boring slicing I did in the process, because that's no fun. But anyway, you see I got a few of the ingredients. I'm getting things out right now as we speak, because it's a little bit of a process to get this done. When we're all done, this is a Thai eggplant. They're not very big, but this is what I need to use on this particular recipe. It's Thai curry, so Thai eggplant comes in perfect. This is fish sauce. Of course, there's going to be garlic in it. I add a little more hot sauce on top of the habanero just to give it some more kick. And then there's coconut milk, but I'll show you a little more as we go through the process. So, as the peppers are now in the hot pan boiling, not really boiling, but in the hot water softening up, I'm going to get some more stuff ready, and I'll take you to the next step here in a moment. Now I'm going to go over a few of the things that you're going to need to actually put this together before it actually gets in the food processor. So I'm going to go down the list here, kind of give you some idea. Of course, we've got the peppers in the hot water right now. We're going to need those. The next thing we're going to need is it's called galangal. It's a heaping tablespoon. This is maybe it's probably something that's more from the Thai area. I had a hard time trying to get a hold of this stuff. Actually had to order it on eBay just to get it, but it helps. It's big time. Gives it that flavor that you want. That's the Thai curry. So you need half a cup of chopped shallots. I haven't chopped these up yet, but there's my shallots. You need 2 tablespoons of chopped lemongrass. This is lemongrass before it's chopped. So you can see I got to chop that up. I'm not going to make you watch that either. So here's my shallots, here's my lemongrass. Cilantro stems, and everybody knows what cilantro looks like. I got a whole bag of cilantro in here. What you need is mostly the stems. I don't care if a few of the leaves get in there, it's not a big deal. It tastes good. Then you need white pepper. So I've got, white pepper. You're going to have to put 1 teaspoon of that in the mix. It says to add salt, but I don't add salt to it because I use the fish sauce. And you need to add the fish sauce to it. Give it more of that authentic Asian flavor that's part of the Thai dish. And it's got naturally has enough salt in it, so I don't see the sense in adding more. We get too much salt in our diet anyway. You need 3 tablespoons of oil. This is just basically corn oil. I add paprika for color. So here's, there's paprika here, and once the food processor is all set up and the peppers are done, I grind the peppers up. So it's kind of early yet at this stage to get all that in there. So we'll come back here after I get the peppers in the food processor, and we'll take it from there. Alright, well, we've got about 4 minutes left on the peppers getting done on the stovetop there. What I did was I took my cilantro, my shallots, my lemongrass, I chopped it all up and I put it in that bowl for now. And one of the last things we need here is these are lime leaves. We need about 5 lime leaves. I had to get this from Thailand. I couldn't find this anywhere around in the States. I don't know. Maybe don't pick lime leaves, I guess. I don't know, but we use it as a spice for Thai food. So I need about 5 or 6 nice sized leaves from that particular package, and pretty quickly here we'll start putting the peppers into the food processor. Okay, my peppers are done. They're ready to go in the food processor. As you can see, they're setting in my stainless steel pan yet, and here's my food processor. We're going to load this up, and there's actually I should have told you, 20 peppers is about what I use, 20 small peppers, and one of them is a habanero, so that's going to make it a little hotter. I like the heat, so makes a good combination with this. So anyway, I'm going to load this up, and I don't have a cameraman, it's all me, so I can't actually have somebody film this and show me doing it. So I'm going to do that, and we'll go to the next step. Alright, now as you can see, I have all the peppers inside the food processor, and now of course take the top on it, and this is the part where I put it on low and make this into a puree. And at this point, because this is loud, there's no sense in me sitting here with the camera in my hand showing you what to do, because I'm going to start adding all those spices and the garlic and all that good stuff I told you that's setting out all chopped up, ready to go. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what happens next. Alright, now all the action's over with, and I have got curry sauce. As you can see, everything is mixed together, and I'm just kind of letting things drip off from the top of the container right now, so that I get all the sauce as much as possible in there. In the meantime here, I've got in the sink here all ready to go. I'm going to start chopping up the chicken into chunks and have that ready to go, because once I get the curry sauce good and hot, which I'm mixing with this coconut milk. Coconut milk is, it's what you mix this with. So I don't know if you've ever had Thai curry before, but that is one of the ingredients. I thought it was kind of weird when I first tried it or heard it, but you know what? It's awesome. You can't even taste the milk, the coconut milk. Don't even have a coconut flavor to it. It's totally gone. So anyway, I'll show you the next step here in a moment. Okay, as you can see, I've chopped the chicken up. I've got it in a bowl, getting ready to go in the hot curry sauce once that is on the pan. I've got this here pan. It's a non-stick wok, actually. I like it. It's nice and big, and it fits all this food in it when I'm making it. So the next step that I'm going to take is I am going to take all of this, and I'm going to empty it into the pan. Okay, I'm putting wok oil in here. It's a non-stick pan, but we want to use some wok oil to make sure nothing sticks to it, and chances are it won't. So now that's in there. Now I'm ready to pour the curry in there and get this thing going. So I put the wok oil in. As you can see, it's a non-stick pan, but just to be safe, we want that, and it adds flavor as well. So anyway, that's ready to go. Now we're going to put the curry in there and get that hot, mix it with the coconut milk, and let that start to simmer for about 20 minutes. You want to bubble and get some of that, some of the raw vegetables cooked up, because like I said, there's shallots in there. They're raw yet, and they make my eyes water really heavy. They're strong, and all the other fresh ingredients that are in there. So we want to get this boiling really good, and get the chicken in there. And essentially what will happen is from there we'll put the eggplant in last. So we're going to hold up on the eggplant, because the eggplant browns on you. It's kind of like a banana. When you see a banana start to get brown pretty quick, or even like an apple that sets out for a while. So eggplant is actually a fruit. It's not a vegetable, but that's probably why it has that effect. So anyway, we're going to chop the eggplant up last. You don't want to put that in there for a while. So anyway, I'll show you what's next. Alright, I have now put the curry sauce in the wok, and I've mixed it. I'm mixing it right now with the coconut milk. This is 1 can of coconut milk. Now if you were to buy the pre-made mix, the pre-made Thai curry mix, you almost use 3 cans of coconut milk. But because by the time I get done in this particular pan, 1 can is plenty of coconut milk, because I've got so much pepper, so much curry sauce here, that it would be too much. And so 1 can is perfect with this particular recipe, and it's full of flavor. It's going to have a lot of flavor. As you know, I put all those herbs in there, a lot of Asian herbs that are just chock full of flavor that you don't use in very many American recipes, and it's totally different than European. So it's a good experience on the taste buds. So anyway, while I'm busy doing that, I'm going to get the heat going on this, and once this goes for a good 20 minutes and the curry starts to bubble, I know that the vegetables are getting close to pretty well cooked in the curry sauce. Then it'll be ready to put the chicken in, and then while the chicken's in there sauteing real nicely in my curry, then what's going to end up happening is I'll be chopping up the eggplant, getting ready to put that in last. So, and like I said, we want that in last. And at the same time here, as all this is going on, right over here is my rice steamer. I am steaming rice. This goes really well over rice. So in case you were wondering what to serve it on, you could also serve it on rice noodles, but I prefer the rice for this. This is actually the rice is actually from Thailand. It's jasmine rice, so it has the best flavor with this. So okay, as you can see, I've now added the chicken to the curry. So it's in there bubbling like it's supposed to, and actually it smells really good. Same time here, I have the Thai eggplants in the sink, adding water to it so I can clean them off a bit, because God only knows what's crawled on them before they got here. So anyway, those are sitting in the sink ready to go. I'm going to, in a bit here, I'm going to start chopping those up, and I'm going to start adding them to the curry and chicken. Okay, at this point, I've now added all the eggplant to the dish. I'm stirring it up, get everything covered with the curry sauce, and that way it'll cook real nice. So there's chicken in here. Now I've got the eggplant in there, and look how nice and red that turned out. That's a really good color. So anyway, there we go. It's all covered. At this point, we just want it to simmer for a while in there. That way the eggplant gets, it'll get a little soft. Right now it's rubbery because it's an eggplant, and the longer it cooks, it'll get nice and soft and tender, and it'll be a lot better. And what I do is I take basil and I sprinkle basil on the top of it while it's cooking. That way the basil will cook into it as well. And then I put a lid on it. We just let it go for a while, and it's almost done. What I always do when I make this, I also make Korean dumplings. I love the Korean dumplings. This is I'm using the vegetable kind tonight. They're also called pot stickers. They're awesome. But anyway, I will show you the next step here in a moment. Alright, here comes the moment of truth. We are now ready to start serving our meal. Show you what it looks like. Of course, it's rice. Look at the rice. It's steaming hot. Just got done. I'm hungry, so I'm going to eat a lot of this. Should be nice and spicy and good. My dumplings are just about done. Here's the finished curry. There we go. There's the curry. Put a little more basil on top of it. And that puppy's ready to serve. That is Thai curry. That's how I make it, and it's a little bit of a process when you make it homemade, but it tastes so much better, and it's so much better for you. And this is my finished Korean dumplings, and this here that I'm pouring is dipping sauce. It's kind of like a soy sauce, except it's got some other ingredients in it, which gives it a little bit of a more tangy flavor. And basically what you do is you just take these dumplings, you just dip them in the sauce and eat them, and it gives it extra flavor, and oh, they're good. Anyway, that is my meal tonight. So anybody that's been wanting to know how I make it, that's how it's done. If you have any questions, just let me know. I do this all the time, so this is like a main staple in my diet. Talk to you later.